Right now, the man accused of killing and dismembering his parents could be asking for an appeal in court today. What we're expecting.
And a shocking report on the state of nursing. Just how many nurses plan to leave their jobs and what it means for Wisconsin hospitals.
And after a nice sunny day yesterday, we've got some rain showers this morning and more on the way. We'll detail it coming up.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning on this Wednesday. I'm Shane Hogan. Chris Stanford has the day off.
I'm Leah Lynchide. Thanks for waking up with us. You're also waking up to a lot of green on that radar, Kelly.
Yeah, a little bit of green this morning, but it's going to get even a lot greener and maybe some yellows and reds showing up on the radar as well. That means some thunderstorms later this afternoon. Really not seeing that this morning. In fact, actually, as this band has moved into the Madison area, it has weakened, and it's mainly just green. The yellows, we've lost some of those yellows this morning. Very light precipitation up toward DeForest, headed toward Lodi, Lone Rock, seeing a few of these showers, Sauk City, Prairie du Sac, seeing some of the lighter showers as well. A lot of that moving on out fairly quickly, so I think as we get into the 8, 9 o'clock hour, most of this will be out of our area, but we do have some more rain on the way. It looks like later on this morning into the afternoon. Right now we're at 39, 35 in Juneau. A warm front is pushing into southern Wisconsin. That's why it's in the 40s. That will continue to lift north, but kind of get hung up right over the Madison area. And with that system around, we're going to see rounds of showers and storms today, and especially tomorrow, and that's when we could see some heavier rains move in. Looks like it will be fairly breezy, if not windy, going through the next several days into the weekend. And behind this system, we're talking about some much cooler weather. Here we're rounding out the month of April, and temperatures only in the 40s this weekend. So I think we'll get a break later this morning, but as we get into the noon hour or so, we'll see another band of some showers, maybe some thunderstorms. You see some of those yellows and reds. Really don't expect any severe weather. Maybe an isolated storm could produce some hail. Temperatures up close to 50 this afternoon, and it's going to be wet primarily early this morning, then another round coming through the noon hour. I think later this afternoon, just cloudy skies as temperatures climb into the 50s. More rounds of storms tomorrow. We'll track it for you coming up.
All right, Kelly Slivka, thank you very much. To our top story this morning, the man convicted of killing and dismembering his parents has a court hearing scheduled for later today as he tries to appeal his sentence. Chandler Halderson is serving a lifetime sentence without parole. This after he was convicted of 8 felony counts, including homicide and mutilating a corpse. News 3 was the only outlet to hear from Halderson during the search for his parents. He denied any involvement.
To my knowledge, they were going to Langlade County to a cabin, their cabin. Along the way, they could have stopped many places. I wouldn't know all of them.
This March, his attorney filed a notice of no merit appeal. We have extensive reporting that spanned Halderson's conviction and beyond. You can read up on the case over on our channel3000.com or our News 3 app. Now, it's not clear what the intent of tomorrow's court hearing is. Here with us this morning to talk about Halderson's options is defense attorney Jessa Nicholson. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for waking up so early here.
Absolutely. Happy to be here.
So does he have a chance at all with this appeal attempt?
No. So in simple terms, no. This is an interesting legal issue in that some of the lesser included offenses, there's a conflict in the statute between mutilating a corpse and the destruction of the corpse.
Okay.
So this hearing today is really about if both of those lower level convictions should stand. Nothing about this is going to affect the homicide conviction or his parole eligibility.
Interesting. Now, in your expert opinion and advice, now, do you think that this prosecution wrapped up this case well?
Yes. I don't expect there to be any successful appeals. When you look at what a no-merit report really is, it's an attorney, and Michael Covey, who volunteered to do the appeal work, is an excellent attorney. And no merit is basically him writing and saying, I've reviewed everything and there's nothing to do here. And that's filed when a defendant wants to see an appeal go forward, but the legal counsel doesn't believe there's anything that'll succeed.
Can he keep appealing for eternity, or does he run out of options at some point?
Well, he can keep writing letters to appeals courts for eternity. That doesn't mean that that's going to convert into a decision. So there is a timeline that goes through, and once you do post-conviction, you do that once, and while he can try, it'll be shut down because procedurally he doesn't have that window anymore.
All right, Jessa Nicholson, you're going to stay with us. We'll talk to you again in about half an hour.
Sounds great. Thanks for having me again.
Thank you.
Now, let's get to some more local news this morning. Residents of a home in Windsor say they woke up in the middle of the night with a burglar inside. This happened in a neighborhood south of Windsor Road shortly before 2 Tuesday morning. The homeowners told police they saw the intruder get away with a purse and a set of keys. Officers think the thief got inside using a garage door opener that was left inside an unlocked vehicle in the driveway. There's no suspect description right now, but surveillance footage is being reviewed. Anyone with information is asked to call the sheriff's office. That number is 608-284-6900.
We're learning more details about the elderly couple found dead in a home on Madison's east side. Police found the two Sunday at a house on Mullen Street. According to autopsy results, the Dane County medical examiner says 71-year-old Faye Niglis was the victim of a homicide. 68-year-old Gregory Niglis died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Their deaths are still under investigation.
A Richland Center man is recovering this morning after officials say the milk truck he was driving rolled over on Tuesday. The 72-year-old driver was traveling east on Highway 14 near County Highway KK when the semi went into a ditch and overturned. The semi was severely damaged and the man was taken to a Richland hospital due to his injuries. The Wisconsin State Patrol is still investigating this crash.
New information now. Experts say a crisis is looming in healthcare staffing. Roughly 800,000 nurses intend to quit over the next 5 years, citing stress, burnout, and retirements. 188,000 of them are under the age of 40. Arman Rahman has more from UW Health.
A lot of nurses quit in the first year of starting.
But John Freiberg is not one of them.
I don't really see myself going anywhere for a while.
A fact he largely owes to UW Health's nursing residency that he just completed last month.
I think a big part is, the skills and being able to kind of ease into being a nurse, but a lot of it is just having people there to support you.
The 12-month program is one of 47 in the country. Residents learn clinical skills with existing nurses and every month take a different class with a group of their peers.
Many nursing schools had to change dramatically during the pandemic, and they weren't able to have hands-on skills the way that nurses are typically prepared. And so we wanted to kind of overcome that gap.
Last year, the hospital hired 200 nurses, and so far this year, 54 have started. Residency leaders say they've had to adapt not just the training, but the support systems.
Well, I think we've seen more anxiety, less confidence in their skills.
You're sitting there and you're thinking oh my gosh, how am I ever going to get to a point where I'm going to be able to be a nurse on my own without having anyone watch over me?
Because it goes without saying, it's a hard job that's causing stress, early retirement, and burnout.
Right now I'm working on the burn unit. You can find areas that you're good with and also be grateful for nurses that are doing things you're maybe not so comfortable with.
And it's caused a shortage of thousands of nurses during the pandemic. Experts in Wisconsin say they haven't seen in over a decade.
Nurses have really broad and in-depth training, so they can fill a lot of roles on the healthcare team. So when there's a shortage, we really feel that impact in terms of access.
And hundreds of thousands more have their foot out the door.
The best way we can impact that is to keep them in the profession. And so that's where having a program to understand their needs and to support them is very, very important.
Arman Rahman reporting for us. Experts say the staffing shortages in hospitals have already led to longer wait times. It also makes acute care like nursing homes almost impossible to find.
6:07 this morning, Fox News still facing another defamation suit this morning, despite settling for a historic amount with Dominion hours before the trial was set to start. Instead, the judge announcing the parties had resolved the case. Dominion originally sought $1.6 billion, arguing that Fox News knew the claims of election fraud were false and aired them anyway. In a statement, the network acknowledged that the court found some of Fox's claims against Dominion were inaccurate. The CEO of Dominion Voting Systems says the nearly $800 million settlement of its defamation suit against Fox News is historic.
Today's settlement of $787,500,000 represents vindication and accountability. Lies have consequences.
The network is still facing a similar defamation suit from another voting system firm, this one Smartmatic. Smartmatic is seeking $2.7 billion, and experts believe that case could end in a settlement as well.
As the weather gets warmer, it's construction season in Wisconsin, and the DOT has a reminder for folks as we see more orange cones. Take it slow as you drive in those construction zones. Fines double there because speeding or other dangerous driving could put workers' lives at risk, so be aware of those crews as you pass by. Get this, over the past 5 construction seasons, the state counts an average of 6 crashes in work zones every day.
Dane County is celebrating the completion of the Yahara Solar Project. The 90-acre farm in Cottage Grove holds 33,000 solar panels, able to produce enough electricity to power more than 3,000 Dane County homes. It will also reduce climate-changing greenhouse gas emissions equal to the amount made by more than 5,000 vehicles. Dane County becomes just the 4th county in the whole nation using 100% renewable electricity at all of its county facilities.
All right, it's just about 6:10 on your Wednesday. Up next on this Earth Week, another way parents can help protect our environment with some advice on sustainability.
We're back after this.
Ashley is hosting a massive inventory blowout sale. Get guaranteed lowest prices on furniture and mattresses and save even more on clearance items. Plus, low monthly payments with no money down and free delivery in 3 days or less. Only at Ashley.
Spas! The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
Here at Precision, we are veteran-owned, and we take pride in servicing not only our community, but serving our country as well. No job is too big and no job is too small. Here at Precision, we'll fix them all.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Wow, would you look at that?
It's beautiful.
You even remember the napkins.
Wow. That's our boy.
So proud.
There's a deal for every sunrise at McDonald's. Try one of our tasty bagel sandwiches like the steak, egg, and cheese bagel, sausage, egg, and cheese bagel, or bacon, egg, and cheese bagel.
No more suffering from chronic nagging joint pain. The hope for relief is here at QC Kinetics. No surgery or steroids.
Nothing beats giving people their quality of life back. And that's what we do here at QC Kinetics, every day.
Regenerative treatments provide long-term results by addressing the root cause of pain right in the office. Call for your complimentary consultation today. QC Kinetics. Finally, hope for relief.
Spring for new floors now and save. Spring brings sunshine and muddy paws. You'll find our durable, easy care floors look beautiful too. On sale now at H&R Carpets and Flooring in Wanakee.
Hit the ground running in the most adventurous Honda vehicles yet. Like the Pilot and Passport Trail Sport, or the Ridgeline, made more rugged with better off-road performance, and more capable with different driving modes available to conquer snow, mud, and sand. Adventure on in the Honda for you. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Spas! The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
Ashley is hosting a massive furniture and mattress blowout. Get guaranteed best offers on top mattress brands like Sealy, Beautyrest, Tempur-Pedic, and Purple. Plus free delivery in 3 days or less. Only at Wisconsin's #1 furniture and mattress store, Ashley.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
Welcome back as families look to make more environmentally friendly choices and old-fashioned ideas making a comeback. Bradley Blackburn reports on the green alternative of cloth diapers.
Every parent knows that a new bundle of joy comes with other bundles too. Dirty diapers headed for landfills.
I think it is pretty scary to think about the fact that that first disposable diaper is still sitting in a landfill somewhere.
Nina Lassam is helping families make a greener choice. She owns Diaper Kind, a New York-based service delivering a cloth alternative to front doorsteps.
So this is where the route bins are prepared.
For about $40 a week, the company supplies 90 organic cotton diapers to customers like Lara Sati Vito, mother of 8-week-old Matisse.
For us, it's Tuesday evening, so they come and pick up all the used diapers.
The company takes the soiled diapers to wash, pH test, and inspect for stains, then returns them to be used again.
I think it's important to try and minimize our waste whenever we can, and And when you think that a newborn especially, uses more than 10 diapers, I think that there's really something that we can do there to kind of do better.
According to the EPA, disposable diapers account for more than 4 million tons of municipal waste every year. They can take up to 500 years to decompose. Companies similar to Diaper Kind are working to make cloth diapers popular again with modern designs and systems to help parents who prefer to do their own laundry. Lassam, a mom herself, says cloth diapers can also help potty training happen earlier.
That's one of the huge cost savings of cloth diaper services, is that you use them for a much shorter amount of time.
And bottom line, she says, it's leaving the planet a little cleaner for generations to come. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, Brooklyn, New York.
Diaper Kind says last year alone they helped keep 1 million diapers out of landfills. Right now they offer their services in New York, New Jersey, and Austin, Texas. There are other diaper services in cities across the country. I'm not sure I'm behind this idea quite yet.
Just keep it in the back of your mind.
The number of blowouts we're currently going through right now is not conducive to the washing machine.
No,
it's not going to happen.
I cannot even imagine.
I applaud the parents who are using cloth diapers. That's a very laudable. Good for you guys.
All right, it's 6:15. Let's check in with Kelly Slifka on this Wednesday morning.
Yeah, good morning. We are looking at some wet weather after the beautiful weather we had yesterday, all that sunshine. Temperatures in the low to mid 50s. Now we have some rain. It's been fairly light up to the north of Madison. Madison right now is dry. Up toward Lodi, seeing some showers. As you head up toward the Adells, also in parts of Richland County, toward Lone Rock, along the Wisconsin River Valley. They've been very light, but we'll get a break through the morning hours, then another round coming in later this morning into the afternoon. Not really good news for our river situation, as the rivers are already high, and we had all that snow Monday morning across parts of west central Wisconsin. So this is our river flood forecast. Already starting to see some of that flooding near Portage on the Wisconsin River and along the Mississippi River with all that snow melt and this rain that we're expecting over the next couple of days. Expecting the Mississippi River to flood there from areas up toward the Twin Cities through La Crosse down toward Dubuque. Even here in the Madison area, we can't rule out a little bit of flooding as well. So the bottom line is we are looking at some wet weather. Today we've got some showers moving through this morning. They've been fairly light. But as we get toward the noon hour, we'll see another round move through. And tomorrow looks to be a very wet Thursday. When all is said and done, by Thursday evening, about 1/2 of an inch down toward Janesville, 1.5 inches as you get up toward the Dells, right in between, nearly 1 inch here in the Madison area. Here's the warm front. It is pushing into southern parts of the state this morning, and that's what's going to bring us some warmer weather, at least near the Illinois border, while it will be quite a bit cooler up to the north. That front's really going to have a hard time passing north of Madison. That's why we'll see a wide range of temperatures. 35 right now in Juneau, 39 in Madison, is already up to 44 in Platteville, even across Dane County. 36, it ranges quite a bit, so 36 in Sun Prairie. It is 41 in Middleton, 39 currently in Perry and also Belleville. So temperatures in the upper 30s this morning, rising through the 40s. We'll see that next band of rain move through in the early afternoon hours. Most of that starts to lift toward north. We'll get in the low 50s here in Madison, maybe getting close to 60 down to the south in Rock County, while it will remain in the 40s areas to the north due to that warm front not able to move up to the north. A few showers yet this evening, then we'll see another band of some rain, some heavier rains expected moving in tomorrow morning. And it looks like tomorrow will be fairly wet. We'll see some rumbles of thunder going through our area and temperatures in the 60s as that warm front passes through. All this should wind down by tomorrow evening. And then we're talking about quite a bit cooler weather. But it will leave behind quite a bit of rain, especially areas to the north and west, 1.5 inches. Up toward the Dells, Lone Rock, Camp Douglas, where they had all that snow. Unfortunately, some of the rivers will be flooding. Around here, we're looking at about 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch, maybe a little bit less down to the south. So we're all over the place the next few days with the rain ongoing tomorrow. Should be tapering off tomorrow evening. Then it turns windy and starting to cool off by Friday afternoon, but at least some sunshine. And then we're looking at much cooler weather for the weekend. Temperatures only in the 40s. May actually see some of that rain mixed with a little bit of snow in the morning Saturday. Not quite done with it yet, I guess. And more unsettled weather, it looks like, next week.
The first injury report is out for Game 2 between the Bucks and the Heat, and it's not what we all wanted to see. Milwaukee has former Memorial star Wesley Matthews out with a calf strain, and they listed Giannis as doubtful. The two-time MVP hasn't practiced with the rest of the team. Instead, it's been all treatment, and more treatment as Giannis tries to get ready for tonight's game. And like it's been all week, there's still optimism that the Greek Freak will be ready to go.
You know, we have 24 plus hours before game time. So, you know, he'll get treatment. We'll see how he feels. You know, I think there's been a lot of progress, and hopefully there's more in the next day or so.
Regardless if Giannis plays or not, the Deer have to shore up their defense. In Game 1, Miami scored 130 points while shooting nearly 60% from the floor. That is not sitting right with Jay Crowder.
130 points in a playoff game, I think that's entirely too much. With the caliber of defensive players that we have, I think we have to clean that side up. I think we scored 117 points and then shoot the ball well. It's not offense. I think offense will take care of itself. I think defensively, though, we cannot expect to win a playoff game giving up 130 points.
Back in late March, Maddie Wilkie put her name in the transfer portal, and now not even 3 weeks later, the Beaver Dam standout has a new home. Wilkie is taking her talents to Utah and will play for the reigning Pac-12 regular season champs. The Utes advanced to the Sweet 16 and finished 8th in the final coaches poll of the season. Wilkie's coming off a freshman campaign where she set a Wisconsin record for threes made by a freshman. And the Wisconsin softball team was supposed to host Minnesota today, but because of rain in the forecast, the doubleheader has been moved to next Tuesday. First pitch is set for 2 o'clock against the Gophers. The Badgers are on the road this weekend for a 3-game series with the Huskers starting on Friday. Remember, UW is looking to snap their 4-game losing streak. And that's it for Morning Sports. Have a great day.
All right, Zach, thank you very much. After the break, the viral tweet that has people debating the job of cleaning up after your kids. Who's responsible for it?
And in our next half hour, the dash cam video of a police chase that has 4 people in Dane County Jail this morning. How many police departments were involved? After the break.
Channel 3000 Plus. Watch from your streaming media player or mobile device.
At Stanton Optical, independent eye doctors are available for eye exams whenever you need one. You should have seen me before I got mine. You're so quiet. Are you mad at me? Book your free same-day eye exam at Stanton Optical today.
Get 11% off everything when you upgrade your home with Target flooring. We carry durable laminate flooring, easy to install sheet vinyl, and waterproof vinyl plank. Pick up Vibe sheet vinyl for just 99 cents a square foot after rebate. Save on your favorite cleaning supplies from Procter & Gamble. They deliver quality products from brands you can trust, like Dawn, Tide, and Bounty. Get this 6-pack of Bounty paper towels for just $7.79 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Wisconsin is filled with Wisconsin lottery winners. Some play alone. Others play as one. Some had a feeling on the day they won, and some just gave it a shot. Last year, players won over $559 million in prizes with the Wisconsin Lottery. Whether you're a property manager from Waukesha or a retired iron worker from New Holstein, you'll find winners and more winners playing in Wisconsin.
What do you mean the connecting rooms were not confirmed?
Exactly, not confirmed.
We need to be able to see our kids.
Oh, you'll be able to see them.
When you want your kids in a room that's actually connecting, it matters where you stay. Hilton for the stay.
Good news. This just in. Your Ford dealers have fresh shipments of their award-winning SUV lineup in stock and ready for you to drive home today. Get your hands on a new Ford, the #1 brand in SUV owner loyalty, including Bronco Sport with standard GOAT modes and Explorer, America's all-time best-selling SUV. And now, here's more good news. Choose FlexBuy on Explorer or Edge and get 0.9% APR financing for 66 months plus $500 FlexBuy cash.
When standing is not fun or walking is an effort, you can't enjoy the things you love.
Then I discovered Good Feet supports could reduce the stress to my feet, knees, and back.
Well, now I could just run without thinking that my foot's tearing in half. It's way better.
And I can walk or work when I need to and still have energy for fun. My only regret is I wish I came to Good Feet sooner, because it's time for me to step up my game.
Come into a Good Feet store.
Thanks to the Good Feet store.
Life doesn't stop for diabetes. Be ready for every moment with Glucerna. It's the #1 doctor-recommended brand that's scientifically designed to help manage your blood sugar. Live every moment. Glucerna.
Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. We did the math, people. For $79, you get all this. That costs over $400 at LensCrafters, over $200 at Walmart, and over $150 at America's Best. When it comes to value, Stanton Optical is the top bird.
All right, welcome back, folks. A viral tweet has people asking who should be responsible to clean up when their kids make a mess, maybe something in public or something like this. So we want to show you this tweet. Toronto Blue Jays pitcher Anthony Bass took to Twitter to share a picture of the popcorn that his kids spilled on a plane. It says, quote, "The flight attendant just made my 22-week pregnant wife traveling with a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old get on her hands and knees to pick up the popcorn mess by our youngest daughter. Are you kidding me?" End quote. Now you can see there's like maybe 15 pieces of popcorn under the seat there. So this is creating a lot of buzz on the internet, as you know, these things often do, asking, you know, whose responsibility is it? He did say that the airline was going to handle the flight attendant internally. I'm not, you know, I don't have kids. I'm never going to be pregnant, but I just think let's just, you know, just do the right thing in these moments, and maybe not, we don't need to go to rushing to social media every time.
It seems like something led up to this because, you know, clean up after yourself, or, you know, it's not a big deal. It's not a lot of popcorn like
you're the mom. You've been
I'll
pregnant.
weigh in on this.
Yeah, please do.
Okay, I will say, being pregnant and traveling with 2 kids, that sounds very, very difficult.
It
so
does.
let's give that mom a break.
Absolutely.
Second of all, let's all lead with a little bit of kindness.
Yes.
I don't think this needed to get on Twitter. I don't think all the Twitter users needed to chime in. I don't think, you know, I picked out this story, but I don't even think we need to be talking about this. Lead with kindness, people.
Yeah.
Just give each other the benefit of the doubt.
Just a little simplicity, right?
Come on.
I mean, there's enough going on in the world. We can just pick up some popcorn. Not a big deal.
Flight attendant or mom.
Yes, not a big deal. All right, we're going to get back to that weather when we come back after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
At Pick and Save, we want our fresh produce to meet your expectations, which is why we do up to a 27-point inspection to check for things like color and scarring. Because when it comes to fresh, higher standards mean fresher produce. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Join the circle of life at the Lion King. Experience the world's #1 musical. Don't miss your chance to see The Lion King, one of the most awe-inspiring productions ever brought to life on stage.
Coming to Overture Center May 11th through 28th. Tickets on sale now at overture.org.
Precision is an excellent company. We had an idea of what we wanted, but we weren't sure how to put it together.
It's kind of one of those things that I personally take pride in, making sure that the people make the right decision.
We highly recommend Precision.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
There are so many things we take for granted. So many things. And along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for their survival for granted too. The elderly, disabled, the veterans, people on limited and fixed incomes, or folks that lost jobs in sectors hardest hit during the pandemic. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living? Some people just can't come back. And through no fault of their own, they're being left behind, struggling to keep their heat, water, and power on. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our heat, water, and power providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
And now please welcome Anna Montoya.
Hello there, fellow students.
Get $1,500 purchase allowance on a 2023 Cadillac XT5 and XT6. Visit your local Cadillac dealer today.
When your door is always open, so is the fridge. At Pick and Save, however you shop, in-store, pickup, or delivery, you get the same great prices, deals, and rewards. That's a win-win-win. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Right now, dash cam video shows part of the police chase ending in the arrest of 4 people in Monona. Details on the case.
Plus, Governor Evers announcing a state of emergency in parts of Wisconsin. We'll tell you why.
And we do have a little bit of light rain moving through this morning, but there's a lot more to come. We'll talk about it coming up.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. You made it halfway through the week. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Leah Linscheid.
And I'm Shane Hogan. Chris Stanford has the day off. My first full week, Monday through Friday, in a very long time. I'm feeling the hump day.
Yeah, Shane is no longer on weekends. Let's all...
Congrats.
We're proud of you. I'm the only one clapping.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm happy for you.
I'm happy to be here as well.
Oh, yeah, it is midweek for you.
But I'm struggling to get adjusted on the schedule, but that's okay.
Well, hey, the weather's not going to help.
No, it's not.
No, because we got more wet weather. You know, yesterday was beautiful, and we had obviously the snow on Monday morning, and now we've got some wet weather moving through. And it's going to be rounds of showers and some thunderstorms rolling through. Most of this is fairly light this morning. Not much in the Madison area. It looks like a few sprinkles on the west side of Madison and down to the south, just northeast of New Glarus toward Janesville, seeing a few of these light showers as well. This will just be some nuisance showers passing through this morning, but there's more to come as we go into this afternoon. So most of this lifting to our north, and we should stay dry for the late morning hours. As we get toward the noon hour, we'll see another round of some rain moving through. Temperatures are going to vary a lot because we have a warm front pushing in out of Iowa, northern Illinois. That's going to move into southern Wisconsin, going to halt right near the Madison area, so we'll be flirting with that front. And along that front, we are expecting showers and thunderstorms to move through today, and especially tomorrow. It looks like tomorrow could be a fairly wet day. And then behind this system, we've got a wind that'll pick up out of the northwest. That'll bring us some much cooler weather for the weekend. Temperatures back in the 40s. So as mentioned, I think we'll see another round of some showers move through, some embedded thunderstorms. You see these yellows moving in as we go into the early afternoon hours. That should move through. And a few light showers, it looks like, later this afternoon. So expect some wet weather today, on and off showers, a couple of thunderstorms, temperatures flirting with 50 this afternoon. We have more rain tomorrow and maybe some heavier rain. We'll talk more about that coming up.
All right, Kelly Slifka, thank you very much. Stay on top of the changing conditions by downloading the First Warn Weather app. Just search for WISC Weather in your app store.
An update this morning to a breaking news story we brought you yesterday. 4 people have been arrested after a shooting and chase between 2 police departments on Madison's east side. Dispatchers received a report about a person in a car shooting at another car. When Madison officers tried to stop the suspect vehicle, police said the driver sped away. A Monona Police Department K-9 officer later found the suspect vehicle, and Madison officers used the tire deflation device to slow down that vehicle. When the vehicle came to a stop, 5 people ran from the area. 4 were taken into custody. 1 person remains at large.
The man convicted of killing and dismembering his parents in Windsor is scheduled for a court hearing today. Chandler Halderson has spoken publicly of his intent to appeal his conviction. He was found guilty of 8 charges, including homicide and mutilating a corpse during a trial last winter. This March, his attorney filed a notice of no merit appeal. It's not clear what the intent of this hearing is, but we're going to continue to report on it. Here with us this morning to talk about Halderson's options is defense lawyer Jessa Nicholson. Good morning, Jessa.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for waking up this early.
Happy to be here.
What exactly is a no merit appeal?
So a no merit report or no merit petition is when the appeals attorney reviews everything. They're aware that a client wishes to see an appeal, but they can't find an appealable issue. So they basically write a lengthy brief explaining to the Court of Appeals, I just don't see anything here. That's what Attorney Covey filed on Chandler Halderson's behalf. It looks like that has been withdrawn and time has been extended because of an issue with some of the lower charges. So there's a challenge to the mutilating a corpse versus destruction of the corpse. Nothing about this is going to change the homicide conviction or his sentence.
Okay, so just re-upping again, today's appeal, nothing in the future could reduce his sentence in any way?
Nothing that's happening today, and based on the no merit filing, I don't expect that there'll be anything in the future either.
So can he continue? I asked you this earlier, but he can continue to ask for an appeal, can't he?
He can continue to petition the court. I don't expect that there will be any success on that.
You don't think any court will ever say, yeah, sure, I'll hear your appeal?
No, I don't believe there's a substantive issue beyond perhaps this conflict with these lower charges.
Is that because the prosecution did such a good job buttoning up that case?
Yeah, the evidence was strong and the prosecution tried a very clean case.
Any surprises you think could happen in court today or in the future?
I'm not anticipating anything out of the ordinary unless there's, drama based on the human aspect of it.
Right.
Certainly a case that captured Dane County's attention.
Yeah, definitely.
Jessa, thanks for your time.
Thanks for waking up with us.
All right, it is 6:34 now. Governor Evers is declaring a state of emergency due to an increased risk of flooding over the coming days. Parts of the state are already seeing rivers well outside their banks. The National Weather Service says the Mississippi River could approach major flood stage by La Crosse over the weekend. On the Wisconsin River near Portage, moderate flooding expected there until about Sunday. It should drop drastically by midweek. The emergency allows the National Guard to respond to flooding-related incidents if needed.
New this morning, a Madison man was trying to sell shoes on a social media site when someone flashed a gun and robbed him. This happened Sunday at 1:30 a.m. on Northport Drive, just off Kennedy Heights. The victim said the buyer showed up to the meeting spot and flashed a gun when someone tried to pay. No arrests or injuries were reported. And one person has been injured after residents restrained a would-be robber in an attempted home invasion on Madison's east side. It happened near the Walmart just off Highway 30 yesterday morning. Police say the intruder threatened the residents and broke several pieces of glass while in that apartment. The residents were able to pin down the 30-year-old intruder until police arrived. Police did not say who the intruder was or how this man broke into the apartment. The man was arrested on tentative charges of burglary, disorderly conduct, and battery.
Wisconsin Republicans have voted to kill funding for the state's largest land conservation project. The $15 million purchase of 56,000 acres in the Pelican River Forest would have been open to logging and recreational use. Senator Mary Felskowski was one of the Republicans who objected to the project, stating her concerns for the northern economy and taking that much land off of tax tolls. Representative Mark Bourne accused the DNR of shoving the policy down the throats of locals. The Conservation Fund, which bought the land in 2021, said it would protect wildlife while continuing sustainable timber harvesting and recreation. More local news now. Workers at the State Street Starbucks are pushing to make a union. They filed with the National Labor Relations Board for an election to move forward. Staff are also hoping to join the nationwide collective that supports baristas and other frontline staff. They're raising complaints about cut hours, inadequate staffing, and safety concerns. They say corporate leaders are refusing to bargain in good faith and are putting profits over people.
They see us as expendable. They see us as nothing. And I think that's how most partners here feel. And honestly, they just want a voice. They just want democracy. They want fairness. They don't want to be arbitrarily punished.
The State Street Shop is one of hundreds of locations across the country joining that effort to unionize.
The Boys and Girls Club of Wisconsin is expanding to Columbia County, where it will open its 200th location. The new facility is housed in the former Rouge Elementary School, which closed its doors last school year. The building will have a STEM room, reading space, a large game room, and use the school's gym for physical activities. The new club is set to open May 1st and is expecting to welcome more than 100 kids.
Michael Johnson is waking up with a new honor this morning. The CEO and president of the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County was recognized as a hometown hero by the State Assembly. Representative Sheila Stubbs nominated Johnson and called him a true hero for children and families across Dane County. Under Johnson's leadership, contributions increased the organization's assets from $4 million back in 1999 to more than $25 million this year.
Dane County officials are urging parents to think twice before physically disciplining their children. The message comes as part of a new public service announcement. A 2016 study finds physical punishment of children only led to increased disobedience and aggression. It could lead to physical and mental health problems later when they become adults. The PSA is part of Dane County District Attorney's No Hit Zone initiative.
The debt ceiling debate is heating up in D.C. as the deadline to make a deal is closing in. The communication between the White House and Republicans appears frayed right now. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy says he's focused on trimming the bottom line. He says he has enough support to get the GOP's debt limit passed along party lines. The White House says it wants Republicans to pass a clean bill like it has the past 3 times.
That whole question was a negative. Where did I say I hope to get it out today?
This is a gentleman from Mississippi.
We're very concerned about what the president and the Democrats have done by spending so much money creating inflation for the last 24 months.
They're even talking about adding $3 trillion to our debt in wasteful tax giveaways to the richest Americans and big corporations.
The Republican plan includes getting back unspent COVID-19 funds, 10-year caps on spending, prohibiting federal student loan forgiveness, and a new energy bill. If McCarthy were to push this bill through, he could only lose 4 Republican votes. It's not expected to pass the Democrat-led Senate.
All right, you got to check this out. This morning, a Pennsylvania pizza driver getting the hero treatment after helping police end a high-speed chase. Boom, just like that. With pizza in one hand, the delivery driver saw the chase taking place and tripped the 17-year-old suspect.
Woof.
When asked about the whole ordeal, he said, "I deliver pizza and justice."
Quick thinking, quick talker, too.
Wow.
What a line.
What a line indeed. And he just real quick, real easy, notify, sees it, coming,
Prepares.
It.
See that crouch?
Boom.
Yeah.
Just sticks the leg out, and then the police are there.
Gorgeous. Hats off to you, sir.
Wow.
6:40, let's take a live look outside. Kelly timing out the storms moving through the area this morning and the rest of the week. Plus that cold snap on the way for the weekend. All the details after the break.
Get an extra 20% off during our Spring Spruce Up event. Right now at Slumberland Furniture, get this Ashley sofa for just $3.99 in your choice of 2 colors. Incredible! Did you know Slumberland has the lowest prices on Ashley product?
We so amazing.
The stylish Chevy Equinox RS. And Chevy Blazer RS.
So captivating.
You don't have to be an influencer to be an influencer.
The crowd go crazy.
The RS family of Chevy SUVs, definitely worth a follow. Well-qualified buyers get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Equinox models, or get $1,500 cash allowance. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
Could you keep it down? Oh, hey, sorry. I can't stop these kids from rocking, but I can help you replace all this. Rock on! With free installation on Felco windows, siding, doors, and roofing, plus no money down, no payments, and no interest for 1 year. There's never been a better time to upgrade your home. This offer won't last long. Hurry. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Felco.
Imagine life without that awful joint pain in your knees, hips, shoulders, and back. Now there's an amazing non-invasive medical option available here. Regenerative treatments at QC Kinetics. No surgery, no steroids. A natural solution that helps restore damaged tissue in your joints with long-lasting results. Don't spend one more day in pain. Call QC Kinetics for a free consultation. Learn more about these non-surgical procedures at QC Kinetics.
Good news! This just in. Your Ford dealers have fresh shipments of their award-winning SUV lineup in stock and ready for you to drive home today. Get your hands on a new Ford, the #1 brand in SUV owner loyalty, including Bronco Sport with standard GOAT modes and Explorer, America's all-time best-selling SUV. And now, here's more good news. Choose FlexBuy on Escape and get 0% APR financing for 66 months only at your local Ford dealer.
Sleeping in pain or too hot? Come to Slumberland and get 20% off mattresses. Find your perfect mattress with our easy rating system and save big. Get a Sealy Queen mattress for just $4.99. Only at Slumberland.
Lockdown drills have created so much trauma for students that we will likely carry with us for the rest of our lives. I'm always thinking to myself, am I next? Is it me this time?
These drills are traumatizing because we have to do them.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather. Trust the experience of Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti and the First Warn Weather team to help you plan your day and alert you whenever and wherever you need it. First Warn Weather, keeping you ahead of the storms. You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
Welcome back. A group of doctors opposed to abortion is asking the Supreme Court to restrict access to a key abortion drug while that legal battle plays out. The justices are already considering what to do about mifepristone after a federal judge in Texas ruled the FDA shouldn't have approved the drug back in the year 2000. Last week, Justice Samuel Alito put a temporary hold on that decision to give the court more time to deliberate. He also asked to hear from the doctors who say regulators flouted the law, disregarded red flags in their own safety data, intentionally evaded judicial review, and continually placed politics above women's health. Alito has set a deadline for the justices to reach a decision 1 minute before midnight tonight.
A new study is showing a significant increase in vaping among younger adults. Now, this is about 750,000 more young adults in the U.S. between 2019 and 2021. The research is even more shocking as it shows nearly 3 million young adults who used e-cigarettes in 2021. None of them have used other forms of traditional tobacco before that.
They have short-term impacts on our lung airways. They have cardiovascular risks because of the nicotine in them, the variety of flavors that are included in e-cigarettes. And importantly, we don't know the long-term impacts of using these products.
The latest research was conducted during the COVID-19 pandemic when there was an outbreak of around 3,000 severe vaping-related lung injuries.
6:45, Kelly Slifka here now with your first warn weather. Hey, Kelly.
Yeah, we're going to be watching the rivers over the next several days. Actually, especially in western Wisconsin. You got to remember some of these locations. Neilsville had 22 inches of snow. East of La Crosse, 16 inches of snow in Sparta. Already have some flooding along the Wisconsin River here toward Portage. Even in the Madison area, we have the possibility of seeing some of these smaller creeks flood, at least in a minor flood stage. And then along the Mississippi River, likely to be flooding there near the La Crosse area as we go over the next 5 days. And on top of that, we've got some rain in the forecast the next couple days. Had a little bit of shower activity move through the area this morning. A lot of that's lifted up to the north. Really did not hit Madison, maybe a sprinkle or two. We are watching some more storms off toward west. Some of those will be moving in. Right now, going into late morning into the afternoon. But right now, most of the showers up there toward Partyville, the Wisconsin Dells seeing some showers as well. We'll get a little bit of a break here for the next few hours, but then we'll watch that chance of rain start to ramp up. Now, as far as severe levels, just marginal risk on a scale of 1 to 5. That's only a 1, category 1, maybe an isolated storm producing some large hail, but a little bit better threat of some severe weather there in Iowa, parts of Kansas, and back into Nebraska and northwestern Missouri, where there's a slight risk of severe weather. But we've got rounds of showers and thunderstorms not only today, but it looks like that'll be really with us going into tomorrow. Could be talking about a 1/2 to 1.5 inches of rain. So some of those areas to the west, where we've had all that snow and that snow melt, that could lead to some of that river flooding. And then behind this system, it looks like it will be rather chilly this weekend with temperatures only in the 40s. We do have a warm front. That's what's triggering some of the rain this morning. And this is the storm system that's going to slowly move our way as we go over the next 24 to 36 hours and bring more rounds of showers and storms. Temperatures to the north in the mid-30s in Juneau, 39 in Madison, but already in the mid-40s down in Platteville. That's that warm front that's going to be getting hung out right in the Madison area. So it'll be quite a bit cooler to the north while milder weather to the south. Right now, 39 in Madison, 41 in Belleville, 39 currently in Verona. So we'll get a break later this morning for the mid-morning hours into the late morning hours, but by the noon hour, we'll see another band of some showers and some thunderstorms roll through. We'll be in the low 50s here, but only in the 40s to the north, getting closer to 60 as you head down toward the Illinois border. Can't rule out a few spotty showers going into the evening, and then another round of some storms rolls in, it looks like, by tomorrow morning. This is when we're going to start to see some heavier downpours roll on through. Once again, the severe weather risk is fairly minimal. Temperatures, though, will be warmer. We'll be in the 60s tomorrow afternoon and more rounds of storms right into the late afternoon hours. But I think as we get into the evening, most of that will be moving on to the east and will actually clear out tomorrow night. And that will usher in some cooler weather as we go into Friday and the weekend. Rainfall amounts, about a 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch in Madison, a little bit less down to the south and east, but where they had all that snow, and that's why we were expecting some flooding out west, some locations up to 1.5 inches. So the first warm forecast, we're all over the place. This unsettled weather continues after that break last week. Temperatures in the 50s with another chance of some rain moving in toward the noon hour. More rounds of storms tomorrow, clears up Friday. And it will be cold enough Saturday morning. We can't rule out a little bit of rain mixed with some snow with highs this weekend only in the 40s.
All right, Kelly Slifka, thank you very much. Madison's new Common Council is one of the most diverse councils in city history. In this closest race we saw this cycle, District 14, Isidore Knox Jr. defeated his opponent by pulling his name out of a bag after his recount ended in a tie. He says that tight race reflects the diversity in his district and the whole city.
Our election was literally a tie. And I think that's indicative of how the city is. You know, we have a divided city, and so our challenge is to come together, listen to all sides of perspectives, and ultimately bring the city together through the policies that the council makes here.
Yesterday's swearing in comes 2 weeks after the spring election.
Well, the U.S. Secret Service has announced that a toddler has earned the title of one of the tiniest White House intruders yesterday. Check out this story. The toddler squeezed through the metal fencing on the north side of the executive mansion, setting off several security alerts. Officers walked across the lawn to retrieve the little baby and reunite them with their parents. I cannot imagine. One, I'm sure that little kid was terrified seeing the Secret Service agents come rushing up, but in the history books, that's for sure.
This makes me very glad baby Zeke is not even to the crawling stage.
Yes, well, hey, maybe it would be a good chance to get a free tour of the White House or something like that.
That's true. Run, kiddo.
That's pretty cool.
6:49 coming up in the morning sprint, the major solar project that's wrapped up here in Dane County.
But first, if you have a little kid turning 3 soon, let us know so we can show their picture here on the show. Thanks for watching. We're back after this.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Spas, spas, spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
Dear Exit Strategy, all your pieces are in place. Thanks for being there when I need you most. Always Toyota SUVs. Toyota. Let's go places.
The garage door is America's new front door, so why not look at it in a whole new way? Let Precision's experienced designers come to you. Let us show you the difference a new Precision garage door can make.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Superior, Wisconsin. Come for the shopping. Stay for the fun. Excuse me, do you have this in a different color? Teal, maybe?
Hey, it's your dry skin. Every day we lose ceramides I need to seal in moisture. CeraVe delivers 3 essential ceramides to help restore my barrier so I can lock in moisture, feel hydrated, and look healthy. CeraVe Facial Moisturizing Lotions.
Lift your lashes to the next level.
L'Oreal Paris presents new telescopic lift mascara with our first ever double hook brush to get real lift, more volume, up to 5 millimeters more visible length. New telescopic lift mascara by L'Oreal Paris.
We're worth it.
The pain level was over 10, and my doctor recommended that I go to Good Feet and try the arch supports there. It was the first time that I had no pain.
Thanks to the Good Feet store.
What did you find when you lost the weight?
I found I smile.
I found I could eat, really eat. Jenny just makes it simple. Simple.
Learn how to get a free week of food with purchase. Jenny Craig, lose the weight. Find yourself.
Life's better under our roof. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto and home coverage at the right price. Also, you can enjoy the dreams you worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Dear Exit Strategy, all your pieces are in place. Thanks for being there when I need you most. Always Toyota SUVs. Toyota. Let's go places.
Spas, spas, spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
The Portage Furniture Store with free delivery on brands you know and trust.
6:53, time for the morning sprint.
We start with an update to yesterday's breaking news. Dashcam video shows the details in a police chase that ended with 4 people under arrest. The chase spanned 2 police departments on the east side. When Madison officers tried to stop the suspect vehicle, police said the driver sped off. Then when the car did come to a stop, 5 people ran off on foot. Monona police were able to arrest 4. 1 suspect is still missing.
Dane County is celebrating the completion of the Yahara Solar Project. The 90-acre farm in Cottage Grove holds 33,000 solar panels, able to produce enough electricity to power more than 3,000 Dane County homes. Dane County becomes just the 4th county in the entire nation using 100% renewable electricity at all of its county facilities.
In the small town of Fountain City along the Mississippi, residents are preparing sandbags and getting ready for flooding. This is just north of La Crosse. The water there is already going over Highway 35. The community of 800 hoping teamwork and a lot of sand will help keep them afloat.
After 20 years, a Fond du Lac man has admitted to lighting several suspicious fires. The Fond du Lac County Sheriff's Office said they believe the man to have been behind the fires that burned around 60 acres. The release from the Sheriff's Office did not provide the man's name or why he started the fires, but did say he was from Eden.
An Earth Day event your family can take part in. This Saturday, more than 900 volunteers will help clean up Madison parks. They can get involved with a variety of park functions like maintaining ice rinks, cleaning up dog parks, helping with flower gardens, and more. The Earth Day Challenge has been a Madison Parks tradition for more than 25 years.
The birthplace of the Republican Party, or the Little White Schoolhouse in Ripon, may lose its National Historic Landmark status. This is due to an address change, but after 6 times, both the local chamber, which sold the land, and the local Republican Party agree on this schoolhouse's importance. The chamber is appealing the State Historic Preservation Office's decision to reject the school's historic re-registration.
Spring has sprung in the Netherlands with rows of colorful tulips. Check it out. The Kakunhof Gardens are the most famous in Northern Europe. They'll be seeing 40,000 guests a day. The farmers are embracing sustainable energy and reducing chemical use to modernize production. You're looking at 7 million bulbs.
Look at all those.
All planted for this season. Just a gorgeous sign of spring.
Beautiful. Love it.
Yeah, and the April showers that we've got are definitely going to bring us a lot of May flowers. We got plenty of rain on the way. We had a little bit of light activity move through early this morning. More showers and storms are now rolling across the Mississippi River over there into parts of Grant County. Temperatures right now in the 30s from Madison areas to the north, but a warm front pushing into southern Wisconsin already into the mid-40s there in Platteville. So we'll see another band of some showers and storms roll through as we go into late morning hours into the early afternoon. Temperatures headed in the 50s, maybe getting close to 60 south of that front in Rock County, Janesville. Quite a bit cooler areas to the north. That warm front's really going to get hung up right over the Madison area. So we'll look at showers and thunderstorms this morning. Some continuing in the early afternoon. It's going to be breezy. Afternoon highs headed into the lower 50s today in the first warm forecast. Looks at more rounds of showers and storms going into tomorrow. It clears up by Friday, then turns much cooler. Can't rule out a little bit of rain and still come Saturday morning. And temperatures really chilly this weekend. Highs in the 40s before warming up next week.
All right, Kelly, thank you very much.
All right, thanks for joining us this morning, folks. We'll see you back here tomorrow.